Hello students and welcome in today's session. Today we are going to learn about nutrient cycles. So in this topic we are going to learn about the sedimentary cycle and gaseous cycle, right? So in that we are studying about the nitrogen cycle, carbon cycle. So let's start our today's topic, nutrient cycle. See here, in a nutrient cycle, the amount of a nutrient such as carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, calcium, etc. present in the soil at any given time is referred to as a standing state, right? Before this we have seen about the standing crop, right? For the pyramids, right? But here for the nutrient cycle we are studying about the standing state. Question will be asked about the standing crop and standing state for defining. So see the difference between these two properly. Standing state is nothing but the amount of nutrients which are present in the soil at any given time, right? So standing state is related with the nutrient, and if you are talking about the standing crop, then it is related with the biomass which is found at that level, right? So keep the difference in mind. Standing state, amount of nutrients of any nutrient in the soil at that given time, right? So it is a standing state, right? So it may change according to the season and according to the ecological system. The movement of the nutrient elements through various components of the ecosystem is called a nutrient cycle. So each and every nutrient may move from one level, when organism to the another organism, or maybe the biotic component to abiotic component to once again biotic component. So wherever these nutrients will move, so and come back to its first place, so that time the cycle will get complete. This is what it is called as a nutrient cycle. These nutrient cycles are biogeochemical cycles. Now bio is related with the livings, right? In that microorganism, plants, animals, all living things will come. Geo, it is related with the soil. Chemicals, it is related with the chemical compounds, right, or the molecules. So whenever any nutrient or the element moves through bio, geo and chemical form during its cycle, that is called as a biogeochemical cycle of a nutrients, right? So nutrient cycle is also called as the biogeochemical cycle. There are two types of nutrient cycle. One is gaseous type of nutrient cycle and second one is the sedimentary type of nutrient cycle. In exam question will be asked that explain a nutrient cycle with a gaseous element or sedimentary element. Give an example of sedimentary nutrient cycle. So for that you have to remember, gaseous means majority of that nutrients or elements reservoir is in a gaseous state, and sedimentary means where it is stored in the soil or in a land, right? So we are studying example of gaseous nutrient cycle as well as example of sedimentary nutrient cycle. Below this, see here, carbon cycle is given. So carbon cycle, if you will see the carbon cycle, its great resource is in the air in the form of carbon dioxide, right? And carbon dioxide is in a gaseous form. So this is an example of a gaseous nutrient cycle. See, gaseous type of nutrient cycle is there, and that carbon cycle is there. Along with that, nitrogen cycle is another example, because nitrogen also great reservoir is there in the air and it is found in a N2 form, nitrogen gas, right? Sedimentary cycle is there where the reservoir, large amount of reservoir is there in the soil. So large type of reservoir here is in the soil, and for that sedimentary cycle two examples are given. One is of sulfur and another one is of a phosphorus cycle, right? So here first we will see about the carbon cycle. Now in this cycle, if you will see, start your cycle from the atmosphere, as here the large amount of carbon is present in the form of carbon dioxide gas, right? It is present in the atmosphere. Now this carbon dioxide is get dissolved in the water, and here the aquatic ecosystem will start, right? Another arrow, outward arrow is there, that carbon dioxide is also get fixed by the plants for the photosynthesis process. So during the photosynthesis process, carbon dioxide from the atmosphere is fixed into carbohydrates as a food. Now this food is there, this food will be taken by the animals, right? And all other animals are there, they are depend on this only. So the carbon automatically from the plants it will move to the animals body. Whenever the plants animals get dead, right? So that time that dead bodies will get decomposed by the detritus, right? So here detritus food chain will be start. So from in the detritus food chain, these nutrients will get be decomposed and released back this carbon again into the soil. So again this carbon compound get absorbed by the plant. So this cycle will be continue over here, right? Another thing is that whenever this carbon is fixed into the plant's body in the form of other carbohydrates, right, and it is used in the building of the plant. So whenever this will be burned, right, the plant body or any animal's body, whenever it is burned, so from that during the burning process also the carbon compounds get decomposed, oxidized and get released back into the atmosphere as an carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide gas, right? So whenever the burning process is there, so during the burning of a forest or the fuel wood, right, or any organic material, carbon dioxide is released back into the atmosphere. This is the third cycle. One, it is there in the aquatic, that we will see later on. Second, we have seen from the plants to animals to the soil again. So this is the second cycle, right? And third cycle, from the plants it will after burning goes back to the atmosphere, right? So this one more cycle is complete. Another thing is that whenever these plants, animals get buried into the soil, so from these organic matter, oils and gases are formed, right? Whenever they get buried into the soil for long time, so under high pressure and temperature, oil and gas is formed from these organic matters, right? So this oil and gases, whenever it will be used in the any form and burned, combustion of these all petroleum products are there, that will again able to release the carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Combustion of fossil fuels for vehicles, electricity and heat, right? So these all things will release the carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Whatever the oil and gas is formed over here from the organic matter, that is used and released back to the atmosphere. Like that, some of the organic matter may get converted into a coal, right? So whenever this coal is used for burning as in fuel, that time also the carbon from this will get released back to the atmosphere. So in this way, various components of the carbons are there. After burning or used as a fuel, they will release back the carbon dioxide back into the atmosphere. The cycle get completed. This is what majoritarily atmospheric cycle. One more cycle is there of the carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide as it is fixed by the plants, right? They will utilize it for their body, even it will enter into the animal's body, and during the respiration process, plants as well as animals, during the respiration process or decomposition process, the carbon will again released back to the atmosphere, right? So remember, for a terrestrial cycle, this is the one way fixing of atmospheric carbon dioxide into the plants by photosynthesis process. and returning back is three ways, right? Returning back to the atmosphere are three ways. One is that whatever these animals are there, plants are there, whenever they respire, they release carbon dioxide back to the atmosphere. One way. Second way, whenever they will be burned, right? So that time also carbon dioxide will get released. Whenever they convert into petroleum products, right? Fossil fuels, either it will be coal, oil or gas. Whenever this will be burned, that time also carbon dioxide will convert back into the atmosphere. So three ways are there by which here we can see the carbon dioxide is going back to the atmosphere, and this is the one way by which the atmospheric carbon dioxide is then fixed by the plants, right? Now let's see about the aquatic ecosystem, right? Now in aquatic ecosystem, it will start in the water. Whatever the atmospheric carbon dioxide is there, it will get dissolved into the water. So as you know that how the oxygen is present in the water in the dissolved form, like that same carbon dioxide is also present in the water as an dissolved form, right? So this carbon dioxide which is dissolved in the water is utilized by phytoplanktons, right, or aquatic plants for the photosynthesis, right? So photosynthesis will be takes place in aquatic plants, and it will enter this carbon dioxide into the food chain. Same here, the animals whichever they are in aquatic life, they all depend on these plants for their food. So all these lives are there in the water. Whenever they will get dead, get decay, and once again carbonious compounds will get released back into the water. Now some of the carbon from this water is get deposited as a calcareous sediments, right? Now this calcareous sediment is there, it will be used by some of the animals as their protective shell. Take an example of a snail. You must have seen that in a snail there is a calcareous shell which is a protective shell for their body. So this calcareous shell is made with carbon, right? Calcium carbonate is there, so in that carbon is present. So this carbon is also incorporated or present in such form, in sedimented form in the aquatic life, right? Another one is that some of the carbon is get sedimented as an organic sediment into the soil, right? Some of the carbon get sedimented in the form of limestone and dolomite, right? So these are some of the reservoirs of the carbons which is found in the soil, right? So in this way the carbon is get incorporated into the soil in these various forms. So whenever they will get breakdown, degrade, possibility is that the carbon is released from these compounds back into the water or back into the air, and cycle gets completed. So in carbon cycle we have seen one terrestrial cycle which majoritarily found in the air on the land, right? And another one which we have seen in the water. Majority the compounds like limestones and dolomites are there, they are get preserved as it is into the earth crust. See here the function of the reservoir. In case of carbon cycle, reservoir is the atmosphere. So what is the function? 1 mark question will be asked on the function of the reservoir, right? So see here it is given, the function of reservoir is to meet with the defect which occurs due to imbalance in the rate of influx and efflux. Now in this function of reservoir, it defects, efflux and influx means what? Whatever the reservoir is there of any element, right? So from that reservoir whenever the element is goes out, right, and again come back. So this is what efflux and influx, right? So that will get depicted by the reservoir. This balance is there, this will be done by the reservoir. So during this cyclic change or cyclic movement of the any element or the nutrient element, it is mentioned that, or it is clear cut see that the balance of that nutrient should be maintained as it is. Take an example that carbon dioxide cycle just now we have seen. In that, is it anywhere it is happened that the in some of the countries so many trees are there, so there the oxygen concentration is very high and carbon dioxide is very less, that whatever we are seeing the percentage of the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, that is 0.033%. So will it goes very less to that due to presence of large number of plants in that area, or is it happened that in some of the areas so many industries are there, so that percentage of the carbon dioxide is goes on very high, that it comes to 3%, 4% in the atmosphere? No, this never takes place, because whatever the concentration is there of the carbon dioxide or maybe of the oxygen, it will be maintained constant, right? And whatever extra carbon dioxide is there in the atmosphere, whenever it is more due to the pollution or more respiration rate, right, than the fixation, then it get dissolved into the water and the percentage is maintained, right? Whenever it is less, again from the water it will be come back into the atmosphere and the percentage or balance is maintained. So keep in mind that whatever the function of the reservoir is there, that function is nothing but the meet with the defects. Whatever the defects are there, that should get be meet with whatever their requirements are there. That due to imbalance, these defects are there, this is caused, deficiencies are caused because of imbalance in the rate of influx and efflux, right? Influx, whenever the percentage of the carbon dioxide or carbon releasing things are there more in amount, that processes will occur more in amount, then influx of the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere will be increased very much high, right? And efflux is there, means wherever the carbon dioxide get fixed into the plants, right, that photosynthesis process, that is nothing but the efflux, that is very less as compared to the influx. Efflux is a very less, so that is imbalance somewhere. So because of this imbalance, percentage of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere may go on increasing. So this imbalance should be balanced, right? So this is what the function of reservoir. 1 mark question will be asked on this, what is the function of reservoir, and 2-3 marks question will be asked on the carbon cycle. To draw a carbon cycle or specific arrow on that, blanks will be asked, A, B, C, D, right? So that you need to fill. So prepare the carbon cycle very nicely. Or question will be asked that explain the nutrient cycle with gaseous type, right? Or give an example of gaseous nutrient cycle. So that time you can explain with the carbon dioxide, right? So this is what about the carbon dioxide cycle. So whatever carbon cycle we have seen just now in the form of diagram, related to that some of the description is given over here. See here, composition of the living organism. In that carbon constituents are there, that is about 49% of the dry weight of a organism. Means it is nearly about a 50% it is there. Huge amount of carbon is found in the living organism. Now if we will see the total quantity of the global carbon, then among that 71% of the carbon is there, that is found dissolved in the ocean, right? So before this we have seen that the maximum amount of composition of the carbon constituent is there, that is a 49% of the dry weight of organism is there. Next to that 71% we found in the ocean in the dissolved state, right? So this oceanic reservoir is there, means the carbon dioxide which is dissolved in the water, that regulates the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Before this also I said, whenever the carbon dioxide concentration will increase in the atmosphere, that will get dissolved into the water, and whenever it will be less in the atmosphere from the water, it will be released into the atmosphere. So in this way, the oceanic reservoir of the carbon dioxide will regulate the amount of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Now see, fossil fuel is there, that is another reservoir of the carbon, whatever the organisms get dead, right, and buried in deep into the soil crust. So that is get converted into a fossil fuel, right. So these fossil fuels are there, that is one more important and very big resource of a carbon, right. So that also plays important role in carbon cycle. Carbon cycling occurs through atmosphere, ocean and through living and dead organism, right. And because of these, as the carbon passes to all these things, that is why it is called as biogeochemical cycle, right. According to one estimate, it is found that 4 into 10 raised to 13 kg. See, 4 into 10 raised to 13 means you have to give 13 zeros on 4, right, and that much high value is there, that much kg of carbon is fixed in the biosphere through photosynthesis. This is the process by which atmospheric carbon is fixed and entered into the life cycle, right. In all living organisms are taking the carbon from the plants, and in the plants it is fixed by this process only. So this much amount of kg carbon is fixed in the biosphere by the photosynthesis process only, right. So, and this is done every year, annually. This amount is there of fixation of carbon is there. This is annual one, right, not of the whole life of the plant. It is given of the annual, means every year this much amount of carbon dioxide is fixed in the biosphere. Here we can see that the CO2 is returned back to the atmosphere by the respiratory activities, even by the decomposers activities, because they decompose the waste material, dead organic matter of land and ocean, and give CO2 back to the atmosphere. Along with this, some of carbon is there which will be fixed into the sediments, right. So we have seen in the diagram that some of the sediments are there, get fixed as an limestone, dolomite, right, or calcareous sediments are there. So whenever the carbon is get fixed into these forms in the sediments, in organic sediments it may get fixed, right. So in that case, that carbon is get removed from the carbon cycle, from the circulation. Along with this, burning of wood, forest fire, combustion of the organic matter, fossil fuels, volcanic activities, these are all other additional sources are there which will help to release the carbon dioxide back into the atmosphere. So all these things are there which are releasing the atmospheric carbon dioxide back to the atmosphere, and photosynthesis there, that is the only one process which utilizes this atmospheric carbon dioxide and fix that carbon into the life, right, or the biosphere. So this is what here we can understand the carbon cycle. Instead of learning all these things, if you will prepare the diagram, then it will be very easy for you, and you just go on explaining step by step in the words. So that will be a explanation, right. Only these earlier 2-3 points are there that you remember. So in this way, if you prepare the carbon dioxide cycle, then it is very easy. So do well. If you have any doubt in this, ask me or write in comment box. Otherwise, complete your notes and send me the pics. Prepare well. All the best.